Again, this is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. Now, this is video 125S. I know you're wondering when would it end. I don't know, man. Soon. We're almost there. We'll be going to 126 when I start doing the barcodes. That's going to take a little while. And everything that has to do with the barcode, I'm going to keep adding to it instead of doing, 27, 28. I would just say 126A, B, those kind of things. Anyway, in this video, it's all about the chat JavaScript graphs that we're going to use, because I figured that, by the way, I'm having trouble logging on to my hosting company. There's a problem. I don't know if it's definitely not me, because I still can use my stuff. It's them. I don't know when they're going to resolve it. And when I started to do this is my second time doing this video. The first time I tried to log into it, and then I'm like, oh man, come on, I need to get this video out there. So we'll talk about the Chartjs JavaScript anyway, because that's what I wanted to do anyway. Now we're adding like the bar. I figured, let's go in here. Remember we had this, right? We did all these things. What I wanted to do was, I'm going to be adding like what I did on this one, but I'm going to do it to all of them. And what I want to do is add a bar and a pie chart across your net, like the reports. And that's like a great way to make data visualization instant for your, for your users or whoever's going to be doing this. And before jumping straight into coding the chart JavaScript, there was another way of doing it using CanvasJS wrappers, like for every single view. That helps to map out like which data matrix actually makes sense as bar or pie chart. I don't know. I figured in this one we do the bar and the pie. I don't know. Maybe depending on the actual information, I don't know if we can even do the ones with the, like those combos, the ones with the lines and stuff. Maybe we could do those. I don't know. We'll have to find out. See if I get that information. But right now I started messing around with the bar and the pie chart. Okay. Now some data like category breakdowns works best in your pie chart, right? Like when we're doing the categories. One of these guys, we start dealing with the categories and stuff. Now, category doesn't have any of these things, but soon I will have it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe supplies will have it as a, and categories, I don't know, it's always something, all these things go on. I don't know, I'll be able to see. So it works best if in a pie chart, let's say. Or why numericals like the stock and pricing, right? Trends, by the way, I was supposed to check. I was trying to make it into, oh man, what I wanted to say, where is it? I don't know. I don't know. I just lost my train of thought. What I wanted to say is that on this inventory one, it was called the inventory stock and current quantity report. I just kept it like this. I might change it. I don't know. Let's see what that's right. So the bar chart, that would be great because it gives you the quantity, right? Like per skid, that SKU number that you get for each item. Then you can do the item name. That compares absolutely like the stock level step by step. The pie chart breaks down by, I guess, the item name or the category. I don't know I did this before and we worked on it, and it was a little, I mean, it's easy, but at the same time I had a little bit of hard time because, what do store owners look for, right? And then I was going to do the stock inventory, which is not the stock inventory, the inventory stock reorder, which is this one right here, right? I'm going to do the barcode chart with that one too, and there will be like the quantity, what is that, current quantity versus the reorder level, group or stack bar showing how these items are to be as like safety stock limits. I mean, that's, I guess, what I'm trying to say. And you can do the pie chart too. So I'm thinking maybe we just do the bar and the pie chart. Like for instance, with the pricing, we don't have it here. Where is it? And location, right? That could give you like the bar chart unit price versus the selling price comparison. You could do that with that, and the actual pie, that would be the distribution by location. They show percentage of total items stored in that location. That will also be a good thing. Now, of course, you have your transaction report. That would be good too, using the bar chart, like values or quantity changes over time, that type of thing. Date on top transaction items, and we can use the pie chart also. I think we can use both the bar and the pie chart. By action types, we could do that. Now the master inventory order, this one right here, we probably could use the same thing, bar chart. That's like the total inventory value for the SKU, right? Quantity times the selling price, or we could do I think I'm just going to use all of them to tell the truth. I'm going to use both the pie and the bar chart. Like if you're building this, since we've been building this, sorry guys, natively in PHP and JavaScript, even though it's not a JavaScript script, but you can use what I have here. I wish I could open this up. See the front end library, the Chartjs. It's lightweight, responsive, is native to HTML5 Canvas. It's like Canvas base, I don't know if I showed you because it's not an HTML5, of course. Didn't, but we are using it, and it's easy to drop into an existing PHP template, using the CDNs. And of course, you got your data pipeline. That's the aggregate that your SQL matrix server side using the existing PDO. Remember, everything we do is PDO queries, and we group them, right? We could use category, and then we could say sum, and then parentheses quantity, and then you have they encode the data set into we could do the JSON, and of course JSON encoded, that's part of the home, and it passes it directly to this JSON. So if I would have to, man, I wish I could open it up, but I think if I can go, let's go here, let's do this, the only one I did anyway. So if you click this guy, see, then you can see, look how nice your reports will look. You got your bar. Yeah, I said stop, stop, because I was using. See, if you go here to the Chartjs, this is where you get this information. It's flexible JavaScript charting, the library for modern, you can do that. You got, I guess the ones I'm going to be using is this is the tree shake. I don't know. We could use that, but I'm going to use the barcode. And then you have which one with this one? This one is scales, maybe. I mean, no, this is the. Then we use the pie. It's all in there anyway. just have to look for them. So inside this thing. And if you use the JavaScript, that's what you'll see in a moment. Let's go back out there. Right? So if I open this, remember how I showed you how you could do this? You go, this is your PHP stuff, and we're going to be doing it here. See right here? We added this section right here. We added this whole section right here, right, for the pie and the, you know, what is it, the bar. This is what you do. This is what you tell it. Now there is a couple of things inside there that we don't see because PHP you don't show. And of course you need to add this. This is all part of it. You need to add this because we're using, you know, their stuff. These people. We're going to be using their stuff. So here, okay. So, but if I went all the way down, where's JavaScript? Here's where JavaScript is. This is the bootstrap, and then this is the stuff that we're using. All of this. This is what's creating the, you know, the graphs. This one is the pie chart. See, I wrote them down. You do some of these things. See, look, 150. Because see, this data thing here, it's actually being read by the, going to the table, because I'm getting it from the PHP stuff, right? That's why you can see this. And then over here is the bar. Same idea. And of course, you got your background color and that kind of thing. This is what you use, because you have to have this. You need, of course, Bootstrap. You need that for your regular stuff. And then you have to have these guys. But the important thing is this one too. You need that one. Okay. But all this working together creates these beautiful bark. Yeah, I said stock distribution. We don't need to. I'll change that to something else. And then I change this to, it's supposed to be the top, what is that, product. That's what I wanted to write here. And the same thing here. Product distribution by category. And that's what we're going to do. That's what this is. See, you got the name items, current quantity, 70. Which is this one? See the numbers? Nice, right? These guys. And of course this one. Now we might have to adjust a little bit to make it, but look how nice that looks. So when you print them out, you get this whole thing. It's nice, right? Using the print. And of course when you want to export the CSV, it's only going to export this stuff from here on, not these guys. See, simple stuff. Of course you're going to do PHP, the select stuff. If I was able to open it up, I tell you what, when we start doing this one right here, which I'm going to be, when I start doing the recording for this one, I'm going back to show you the PHP SQL statement that gives you that information. Alright? So basically that's it. It's going to be like this. You go into these things, you know, you see them, right? You see what these look like. But this one is what makes it so special, because you got the graphs. People love graphs, you know. Maybe we can do another one too. I don't know. Let me see. What's the other one? No? Was it this one? Was it this one? No. This one. We could do this one. What we do? Matter of fact, I'll put this in the, just go into this so you can learn a little bit more about this JavaScript. You go there, this is how you get started, right? Why you get started with that one, the features, integration, developer experience, the canvas rendering, and the performance. Simple stuff. simple stuff. General, accessibility, the colors, all that crap. You got your configuration. Right here, you can even do animation. I don't do it. Well, that's what that is anyway. Because when you go like I said, going over here, and you go like this, that's an animation right there. Look how simple that is. Isn't that great? Good stuff. On the next one, when I do this, these guys, give me the SQL for these things. Because right now, I had a hard time getting, I can't log into it. I cannot log in. There's a problem there. Anyway, just reached the end. Just want to let you know this is what it looks like. I think it's pretty nifty, man. Some little changes and that's it. You got some little thing. And think about it, like all of these have their own these things, which is cool. Which is cool. Anyway, if you found any value to this, remember if you want to see what these things, just go like this, view page resources, and that will give you the actual script. PHP, not the PHP stuff, the HTML stuff, because that's front end stuff. PHP stuff, you can't see any of that stuff. Doesn't show. Anyway, this is what it looks like. Hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Soon will be, I don't know, I thought I had an opportunity to get my computer, a new one, and a dentist situation came up. So now I got to take money that I have for the computer to do something with the dentist. It's always something, but we're going to try. We're going to keep at it with this computer for a little bit. It's failing already. Remember I told you one side's all black. The bottom part of it is all black. It's all like slanted. Like if it's burned. You ever seen those things when a TV burns, like a film, and it kind of looks that weird look? That's what it is. Right now you only see the good parts because I'm framing it. You know, with the screen recorder. Anyway, thank you very much. Until, hey man, next time, a good night.